Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is Timpedia and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Sorry if the armor is a bit different. Had to rerun this area, as you might expect, considering I died. But no big worries. We're ready to head forward. I killed all the stuff. I didn't do anything different. As you can see, I just stopped right here after I killed the things. So, we'll find Liara and Sony. To Sony, I think is the way. Sorry, being kind of quiet, just kind of... Oh my god, I walked into a wall. I had to look at my phone for a second as we started so I could check what time we started at. Ah, crap. That little rocket ability is very annoying. As you can see, it already took down Rex's shields completely. No sniping me, bitch. Wow, that thing really goes down there. Yeah, I'm allowed to show a little bit of wonder. It's been a long time since I played this game. Sadly, none of you decided to give me advice on your builds or advice or anything like that, so whatever. I'm just doing it alone. Now you guys can't complain.
Never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
Well, I mean, you can't really call the Citadel a ruin. Let's go to the force field, just because we can. Cutscene? No, okay. So, that's where we come out later. I'm just going to spoil that. But, let's get on the elevator. Elevator. Oh, God, why am I facing the wrong way? What's up, boys? What's going on? Not much. Okay. Good, good. Do I have something new in equipment? I do now. Phasic rounds. Good thing I don't like phasic rounds. Look at that armor chest piece. It's kind of amazing to me how many people who played this game, if I remember correctly, the stats said that like 75% of players did soldier for this game. Whoa! This game. That's kind of surprising me. I always like having a few superpowers, like in Star Wars games, as you guys have seen probably. I like to have like one or two force powers that I really focus on, and then everything else is kind of fine. That's why I love the Vanguard class. Having a couple biotic abilities is really fun, but still being able to use weapons and stuff. So we got medium armor, so now I don't care about that. Charm is still maxed. I think what we might do... Unity. Let's start splitting our attention. Weapon damage and adrenaline burst. I don't really need any of that. See, I get a lot more. I get 2% per thing from this instead of 1%. So let's get and warp. You know what, let's just focus shotguns down so that our guns are good, and then we'll go for like assault, for maybe some warp points, some intimidate, and specter. Oh, right, I always forget to level up my boys. Nice, still not maxed. Oh, right, we need to get him to medium armor, so we need one more level. You're in great shape, so you're gonna get this. Good job, Rex. Rex is a fucking boss. Sure build things homey, Rex, you're right. I'm never facing the right way. Oh no, an elevator. Shooting lightning at us. I think it made it 95% of the way. Oh fuck, I remember this place. Shit. This part sucks.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
I was gonna say, where's the cutscene?
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren.
What? I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her
That's
in
such a
years.
weird...
Please.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil!
She doesn't follow the news.
I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to.
We'll find some way to help.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. That's the tricky part. The defenses... Be careful. There was a Krogan with the Geth.
There was a Krogan with the Geth. Krogan are pretty bosses, we know. Hello. Get wrecked. See, people yell at me for using pistols, but when you're at range like this and you're a Vanguard, you don't have other options. Oh shit. Cool blue armor. Oh god. Sorry, had a super bad itch. Now I know there's more.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Shut up. So what we have to do is use the mining laser to bust through. Looks like they were just gonna kind of throw it here. But we're gonna explore first. I think the enemies show up once you use the laser, but if we could get them to activate now, or even just some of them. Okay. Edge 3. Stinger 2, still better than all of this. Amazing. One more shot for... hell yeah. Get him, boy. 3 shots. Nope. Oh, hello. Nice, nice, nice. Radioactive rounds, I forget what they do. I think they like punch through shields maybe? I don't know. Or they disintegrate shields, I forget. Alright, so let's do this. Enter code. AX? Nope. What? What? AXY, no. AXB. I hit AXBY. I must have been too fast. I thought I was hitting B or something. Kind of amazed when Morgeth didn't show up. Why is there a tunnel here? It was just facing rock a second ago. Seemed kind of dumb. Rex! Your kinetic barriers can't stop a bullet at this range. Actually, in Mass Effect universe, they kind of... It's basically like they use grains of sand as their bullets. Which is why the whole ammo thing in Mass Effect 2 or 3 got kind of...
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Why don't you just tell her?
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
You know that how? You didn't even know how you turned it on.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on!
Come on. Come on.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
How does she...
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
So she asked how we got in here. We didn't tell her, and then she just knows mining laser.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure
On the
and
double,
away.
mister.
ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Rex is the shit. Rex is so cool. If I die... Rex, you look so good in that pink, bro. But I'm not wearing the pink this time, which is hilarious. So I'm kind of glad I died. Now I look cool, and Rex looks a little bit goofy. And now they have a Krogan with them. This guy looks like thinks he's so cool.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her. Kill her. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
What? That doesn't even make sense. Like, he just said Saren wants her, but he's like, oh yeah, but if she dies in here, that's who the whoa, Garrus. Got you, buddy. Dude, your barrier has got nothing. I don't know. How the fuck did he get behind us? What is that for? Stand up. Remember that little poof? Poof dust. So stupid. On to more side missions. Yay! Actually, I think we're gonna go back to the Citadel and see if there's any new quests. Oh. Hee hee ho.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur.
Didn't really look
The
like
Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He's a
Joker
jerk.
pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50 years.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the
Everything
attention it
has
deserves.
elves.
Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is, it is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues.
Oh, no way.
But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them.
What evidence is there
I cannot prove my theory,
all
but I know I am right.
I mean, she's right, of course.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction.
Period.
Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figure.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
What an evil name.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime.
Eden Prime.
It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Oh, shut up.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me.
Okay, she has no information.
Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
Because our ship rocks.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chalk.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all.
Just sounds so
Still,
strange.
It could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to...
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Ugh, fucking shit.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
These fuckers.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Tell it to the crew.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin.
Oh my fucking
was
god.
Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Shut up.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Her eyes look so fucked up in the hologram. It looked so messed up. Alright, let's do the crew roundup. Yeah, you better salute.
Yes, Commander?
Nope.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Wow, it teleported me to the other side of Presley. The heat load monitor. That sounds fascinating. Oh, another heat load monitor. Hey, I leveled up, I forgot. Let's do one of you. Still no more charm. Let's get more Spectre training. Spectre training is just so all-around useful.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
Wait.
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff. Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school.
I have to go.
All right.
I didn't mean to... Whatever. Oh, why... Wait. Oh, okay. My brain said he was asking why you really here is like a conversation piece, not like, are you actually asking me about stuff or leaving or whatever. Thank fucking God in 2 and 3 they got rid of these random guys around the ship doing salutes. Just stop. Yeah, Liara chills in here. I think.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Nope. I thought
Goodbye,
you have to talk to you about Liara. The walk looks so creepy.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I.
So am I.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I believe you.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with
I don't
Saren?
understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events.
They practically run the
she
show.
thought
They were the
aligning herself
first
with
ones
Saren
to the
would somehow
fucking
be for the greater good in the
Citadel.
long run. At least I hope so.
Maybe
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to
See?
discover the
I
Citadel.
knew it. I knew I
We were
remembered it.
instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes.
I knew it.
My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning
They just
for
happen
us.
to be attractive females.
We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's weird.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities.
See,
We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other
but
races.
what happens to the...
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Why would you ask, can you do that? How did they exist before they meet other people?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my
That's
face.
such a
It is
I
a
love
great
that. That's
insult
such a
among my
good
people.
twist. Because think of
It
how
is
many things
possible
like
Venezia's
Harry
partner
Potter's
was
the example that
embarrassed
jumps
by
to
their
mind,
union.
where pure blood is
She
this
may have been
amazing thing,
too
and here
ashamed
it's
to
actually
publicly
a
acknowledge me
negative.
as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. Venezia never spoke of her
I hope
partner.
she died.
Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari lived for 1,000 years. What
Few
happened?
sapient species live as long as my kind.
Of course.
We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them.
That's a good way to live life,
And even
honestly.
after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Sit.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something,
Tell me
Commander.
about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten protein.
Sounds dangerous.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life form, until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come.
That sounds so...
Maybe that's why... It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Venezia.
All children rebel against their parents.
Oh, yeah.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. But there was more to it than that. I felt that is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Don't try to study me.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard.
That's a good amount of emotion
I
on
only
her
meant
face,
that
but I
you would
kind
be
of
an
wish she had
interesting
more in her
specimen for
body
an in-depth
language.
study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Calm down, Liara.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
Man, talk
Now
about a
you know
teenager.
why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened. Goodbye, Shepard.
Can I talk to you again?
I get the feeling
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, bye. That was fun. I still don't understand where the daughter comes from, though. Anyone know, actually? I'm clearly asking you guys questions does nothing, but I wonder if anyone knows how Asari children physically come about, obviously mentally.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a
Is
sense
this an
of
official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council?
Of course we can't.
Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
They're trying to preserve themselves.
Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. For the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp.
Brain camp.
Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Yikes.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruin. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero?
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar
Termination
system.
shock. Is that a real
It's where they
thing?
did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It
Mass
was a
effect
sterile
fields.
research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right?
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah. We'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games.
Nice.
There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
See, did you love
She
her?
was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
There were other kids.
Ah, shit.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accident. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were dead.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be
I
friends.
appreciate that, Commander. Besides, I've got my past squared.
Cool, Lenko.
Anything you need, Commander? I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
We'll talk another
Just
time.
art appreciation. Smooth.